friends, beer nerds, and those still drinking Bud Light. Welcome to Craft Brew Hero. In this video, I'm going to show you how I took my 7 cubic foot Insignia chest freezer and expanded it to be able to hold 10 gallons of beer, which is all temperature controlled. Now I can fit 2 6-gallon fermenters in this bad boy. I'm going to take you step by step on its journey into its conversion. I had a lot of help, so shout out to my brother Zach. He really helped me out a lot on this one. I'm going to go over all the materials, or most of the materials that we used in converting the chest freezer into to have a bigger capacity, and I'll make sure to list those in the comments below. So stick around, guys. It's going to be a fun video. Let's go at it. Let's get it. Let's just do it. Come on. So head down to your favorite home improvement store and pick up some wood for the collar. We measured the freezer, and I'll have the dimensions down in the description below. We used treated wood, 2x6s, 8 feet long, and right now we're measuring twice, cutting once, make those awesome cuts. Don't forget, always wear your best PPE. So once you get those boards nicely cut, you're going to want to start thinking about measuring and pre-drilling some holes. This will make collar construction so much easier coming up here. So grab a drill, grab a friend, grab a beer, get your drilling on, make some nice neat punctures in the wood. And I believe we used 2.5-inch wood screws, just something that won't go all the way through the other piece of wood when you start assembling your collar. So get all that done up. If you want to go the extra mile, sand your boards, make them silky smooth. Everyone loves that silky smooth feel. So once you get those boards sanded, whatever you want to do, guys, you're going to take them back and you're going to start construction on the collar. So let's get it. Good job, Zach. So we just got back from the wood shop. We are here in the garage. We're going to take this lid off of the freezer. It's pretty simple. There's a couple screws on each side and a few hinges, but it won't be that bad. Those covers might give you a little difficulty, but they come off after a few good wiggles. Grab a Phillips head screwdriver, and you're only going to need to take off the bottom part of the hinge, not the top. I believe there's 2 or 3 screws on each side. This hinge is not held back by a spring, so this one's safe to do by yourself. This one is, so you're going to need a buddy or an extra pair of hands just in case that bad boy decides to flip up in your face. You do not want that. That's a pretty hefty spring. Just always safer, guys. Go the right route. Get someone. Buy him a beer later on. So that little guy just unplugs for the freezer light on top. So now we're ready to rock and roll and start assembling our collar. Oh yeah. So this is where those pre-drilled holes will come in and save the day. You're basically going to go around, start the screws in them, and once you have those screws in, you're going to line the boards up. Always helps to have a large workspace, just like we do. We're using our old ping pong table, which I really should play more ping pong because I'm really good at it. I'm really good. So back to the collar assembly. Let's line those up. Make sure you know how to use power tools. It's always a help there. So Zach's doing great. Look at him go. So this part was a breeze. It took us 2 or 3 minutes with those holes pre-drilled. We just went to town. Bing, bang, boom. Just like that. That's simple. Just do it the right way. Do it our way. You'll go a long way when you do it our way. And always stay hydrated. Definitely in Texas. Got to stay hydrated. So once the collar is finished, line that up. Take a step back. Look at it. Say, wow. Just say, would you just look at that? Would you just look at it? That thing is amazing. My brother went above and beyond to make sure that he made those cuts perfect, and really will come out in the end product when everything lines up and looks phenomenal. So we are putting the lid back on, and we are making sure that everything is where we want it to be. Right here you can see that there is a missing indentation in the wood. So because my brother's a perfectionist, he decided to take it back to the wood shop. And would you just look at that? We went ahead and cut out the same groove that the hinge is going to fit in now. So that is an option, guys. You don't have to do that. It just makes a better fit. So this is our silicone. I will put this in the description below. We picked that up from Home Depot as well. So start applying generously all the way around. We chose the zigzag formation. We felt that this option was the best to ensure a perfect seal. Just make sure there's enough all the way around so that when you put your collar back on, you'll have enough adhesive strength to bond it to the top of the freezer. Right in here, you're going to make your final alignments, making sure everything is flush. So next, you are going to take your silicone and you're going to line the inside of the collar where the freezer meets the collar. You're going to do a nice thick bead all the way around. This is basically going to help the cold air stay inside the freezer. We don't want it escaping. We want it staying nice and cool and comfy in that nice box right there. So take your finger, go ahead and you can make sure you can smooth it out. Make sure it's nice and even. Once that's done, do the same thing on the outside. You're going to get that bead in the crevice, go all the way around. Take your time on this, guys. You want to make sure you do it right the first time. Ours came out pretty great, and I'll go over that at the end of the video. But as you can see, we went and filled every single tiny hole, crack, crevice all the way around, smoothed it out. It looks phenomenal. After, you're going to want to set something heavy. We chose weights, and you're going to let it sit on the top for at least a couple days. At least a couple days. Now to the fun stuff. So after about 3 to 4 days, I'd say that's a great time to wait. We're ready to rock and roll, so I'm showing you what we have here in our freezer. I added a fan that is a PC fan with an adapter hooked up so it can be plugged into the wall. I will provide a link for this adapter. It's a 12-volt adapter in the description below. But this is allowing the air to circulate all the way around in that new headspace that we put in with the collar. The freezer is normally designed to operate at its normal capacity. Since we expanded the volume of the freezer, I thought it was wise to add that little fan. So I will add that in the description below. So I'd like to take a quick pause and just reflect on all the hard work and effort we put in up to this point to get to this. Look at that. Both fermenters flawlessly fit inside the freezer. There is tons of room for more activities later on, but guys, we did it. Look at that clearance. We still have several inches before it hits the top of the lid, that airlock. There's a shelf unit down there. I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like out of the freezer. But as you can see, guys, there's copious amounts of space. I plan on moving that fan and mounting it later, but for now it's gonna be down there somewhere. So here's our little shelf. This fits snugly inside and extends that interior ledge so that your fermenter does not fall off. Pretty critical thing because the fermenter is not stable on that ledge, so make sure you guys build something like this. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and I will get to you. I'll get to you as soon as I can. So I really appreciate y'all watching, getting this far. This has been a big project of mine for a long time, and I'm super excited now to be able to ferment and temperature control 10 gallons of beer. My next video will be a video on my big system, and I'm super pumped to get to use that more. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like, subscribe, smash that bell notification, and get ready for some awesome material coming your way. See ya.